holds the ball aloft. The siren sounds. The most important 30 minutes of the season, probably for Invereligh, as the ball comes from Hybens to Trotter. Immediately kick inside forward 50. There's a contested mark there, not taken by forwards or back. Push forward to Owen Lewis. Handball back. It's gone to...
Peel, isn't it?
Gerard.
No, Gerard it is. He's done the check side. A magnificent goal from...
Umpire back with the ball, middle of the ground. Swenison up. Hybens, neither player gets a touch on the ball. Gets it ground level. Brody watches over the top. Trotter jumps in, but ball's not going to come out of there. Umpire has no choice but to come in and restart play right in the middle of the ground.
I think that was something that sort of crept into North Geelong's game last quarter. They got a little bit undisciplined and gave away a lot of free kicks to Clayton Trotter.
So the ball now thrown up. Hyman just takes the ball out of the ruck contest, kicks the ball in towards half forward again. Mark in front, taken by Booth. So Invereligh starting positively, goes looking for the big fella again. Good body position, support comes from Matheson. Ball at ground level, picked up there by Greed, taps it back to Fletcher, back to Greed. He slips over. Ball's picked up there by Nelson, goes back to Gerard. Gerard frees the ball up, goes to McConaughey with pace, eludes a tackle, kicks back inside. Hable doesn't take the mark. Lewis crumbs the ball, goes at goal, and across the front through a minor score. 4-3 to the big fella.
And North Geelong have to dig deep if they're going to get back up here.
So Armstead with a kick in, goes long and outside 50. Mark up from behind was by Swenison. Grenfell knocks the ball towards Trotter. He jumps on top of it. Now the support and the contested player arrives, and the ball will be picked up and thrown back to the umpire very shortly. And he does so just outside forward 50 for Invereligh. So plenty of time left in the game. Hybens again, knocked contest, gets it out. Free kick goes this time to Swenison. Hybens doesn't argue, he gets right back, has a good ruckman, should do. Kick from Swenison, goes in, looking for Fitzsimmons, half volley, can't pick it up, goes back and collects it a second time, goes on the left, kicks around the corner, goes towards de Blasio. He gets taken under the ball, and it's good work there by Hartles, who just moves him out of the contest. Grenfell picks the ball up, goes wide, finds Hickleton, he's tackled, frees the arms, takes a dive and lies the ball. I think he had the ball over the boundary line, but the umpire was too far back. Free kick goes to Anderson. So Anderson of North Geelong needs to get the ball moving in quickly. There's only Elsie and Ling in the goal square. The kick's not good. Ling sits off him. Spoil from behind. Goes over the boundary line. This time will be thrown back into play 10 minutes, and I can do that all day. So the ball thrown back in. Brady Watts doing the ruck work. Picked up by Hybens. Gets through the contest. De Blasio goes and collects it. Lies on top of it. Actually got a boot in the head there a little bit. But umpire this one won't give a free kick, and comes in and balls up 20, probably 40 metres out from goal. Half forward line. Ball thrown in the air. Again, big fella Hyben reaches in. Brebner picks up, kicks round the corner, but only as far as Fitzsimmons. He takes the mark and goes quickly. Goes back to the goal square. 2-on-1 situation. So Elsie with work to do. Ball comes out of the contest. Goes to the ground level. Elsie's there, but Trotter's in support. Goes backwards and rush behind. Falls through there by Hickleton. And North Geelong will probably take that at this stage of the quarter. 9-7. 10 goals, 10 Invereligh. 4.5 minutes gone, final quarter. Smith's holding scoreboard.
So if they continue to kick long, they'll lose the game, North Geelong.
So the ball back into play from Ling. 1-on-2 out there. Numbers with North Geelong. And at the back, that's Pittman's taken a strong mark. A little chip in. It's found. He could have been Bryant or Fitzsimmons. Poor marking there by Invereligh. So Bryant, I'd suggest from there, he's just inside the forward 50 arc where it meets the boundary. Probably have a pot shot from there. That looks like his intention. Moves in. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. It's in fact, it's a great kick. What's happened there? It might hit the post, I think. It is a behind anyway. We'll give it a rush behind at worst. 9 goals, 8-62 North. 10-10-70 Invereligh. Smith's holding final quarter scoreboard. 5.5 minutes gone. As Ling, again, this seems to be where they're falling down, Cal. The actual kick back into play.
They got a few numbers around the outside, but they've kicked to the ruckman.
Probably a better option, and good roving there by Trotter. Front of the pack, takes the ball, goes over the head of Stone. Now they're away if they can pick the footy up, and they are. It's a lovely looking kick to Millard. Takes a strong mark at centre half forward. Quickly a handball to Stone. Stone now into the full forward to centre half forward. Gee, just about a free kick tackle over the neck to the Invereligh boy. Not paid. And the ball's turned over. Fletcher, 2 bounces, middle of the ground, looking for Elsie at full forward. Doesn't even go for the footy. running back onto it's Hickleton. He takes the footy. He's immediately tackled. Already been pinged for not getting rid of the ball earlier in the quarter. Now it's handball back to Ling. Ling now. Long kick. Numbers there with North Geelong, but Kelly makes a contest with his strength. Ball comes out. Trotter. Little handball to Bremner. Bremner to great mark in front of us here to Nelson. Plays on quickly. Long handball to Grenfell. Oops, went without it. Now he picks it up. Goes long towards full forward. Big pack there with Lewis in the middle. There's a fantastic tackle, Shane Stone. And keeps the ball inside forward 50 for his team. And we'll have a ball up. 45 metres out. 45-degree angle inside the forward 50 for the Invereligh side. Ruck work done there. Comes down to Grenfell. Good smother there. Comes to Fletcher on the left foot towards the middle of the ground. Two Invereligh players. Hickleton picks it up to Trotter. Handball back to Hickleton. Tackle without the footy. As the ball in front of the broadcast position. Umpire puts a whistle on play. So we've got, where's the umpire? He's there in the middle of the pack.
It's all right, I'll break up the fights on the boundary line, boys. I'm in the middle, we're safe.
Well done, Daniel. Ball missed there by Hybens. Comes to, there's a head-high tackle umpire, surely to goodness. So the ball comes to Fitzsimmons, handball to Bryant. He decides to go goalwards. That's a better delivery, a better lead, and a much better forward set up for North Geelong as Elsie, leading forward, accepted the mark in front of his face. And you made the point a little while ago, Kel. That's the way they've got to deliver the ball into the forward area to be successful in the game.
Yeah, I won't claim Daniel's call there. Daniel did say that they need to kick the ball low and hard, and if they bomb long, they will lose the game. But nice kick by Brian. Took his time.
So Elsie, under pressure. He's hooked it to the left, and that is over behind.
Shower starting to fall, and the rainbows are out too, boys.
So Ling now with the ball at full back. The kick's not good coming out, but Grenfell does well. At the back of the pack, Swennerson picks the ball up, has players inside, goes over the top, looks for Hutchison. That's got to be a free kick. Kellyhead didn't have eyes for the ball. Umpire allowed play on. Bryant runs in. Bryant kicks a goal, and it's back to a one-point game. North Geelong 10-point game. Matheson up against Hybens. Hybens up over the top. Kelly does well, takes possession of the ball. Now there's a holding decision. It's going to go to Kelly, and it's against Brady Watts.
Trailing umpire picked it up, which was good stuff.
Rain getting heavier down here, boys.
So the ball now with Kelly. Kelly goes short, goes wide, looking for Bremner. Fletcher nips in. They've got players loose now, and it's de Blasio. Got plenty of room to work into. Can just keep running towards goal.
So de Blasio runs toward goal, touches on the ground, has the kick goalwards, and he's missed the goal. So therefore, he's tied the game up. 10 goals, 10 North, 10 goals, 10 Invereligh. Smith's Holden final quarter scoreboard. We've been going 10.5 minutes. The quick kick in has come from...
say that again.
That was Ling. The ball kicked very quickly for Invereligh to centre wing. Well, player tackle high, play on to the umpire. Coming through to support is Prendergast. He does well. Round, kicks towards the middle of the ground. In front there was Grenfell. Mark not taken. Kelly can't pick it up. Gee, there's a bit of pressure out there now. Has players... decision given to North Geelong, advantage paid, and it's in the arms of Fletcher. He's at centre half forward, on the left foot, goes towards full forward, in front, Elsie can't take the mark, beautiful rovings, front and centre from Fitzsimmons, hooks it around the body, and he's missed. 11.5 minutes gone. As again, Ling, terrible kick in fact it's gone out untouched, so it will be a free kick to North Geelong. And Kel, I think the pressure's come on the defence here.
Yeah, definitely. North Geelong are starting to just get a bit of momentum, and they need to make the most of it now. They've got to make sure they kick the goals when they get the opportunities.
We'll have this shot for goal, and then we'll have scores from all other games, three-quarter time. Well, he didn't have the shot for goal. It's ended up with Blasio. He's done the check side from absolutely nowhere.
21-14. So back in the centre of the ground, Kelly it is with the ball now. Tries to fend off Watts. Swennerson knocks the ball forward. Trotter's going to be the first one there. Picks the ball up. Goes backwards, and it's Brackley who's come off the half-back line. Picks the ball up and goes forward. Wide, finds Peel. Peel in space. Has time to steady. Doesn't go round Watts, kicks the ball in forward, goes towards Stone. Armstead knocks the ball out of his hand, kicks the ball along the ground, has a chance to go and pick the ball up himself, does so. He might have been legged there. Umpire says it's okay. He's gone over the boundary to probably score. Ball tapped out, goes to the back of the contest. Oh, it's a good clean pickup, or nearly by Pittman. He now goes back towards Kelly. He gets the handball out. Picked there by Purcell at ground level, feeds the ball up, goes towards Trotter. Ground level, players are diving in. It's a bit more desperation in the game now. Umpire again comes in and takes control of the ball. And between centre, wing and half forward, Invereligh attacking into the ground. The umpire will ball the ball up once again.
A lot of players slipping over, Cal. Must be just that bit of moisture
just
on
that
top
bit
of the grass.
just that shower. As we see a free kick being paid.
And the grass is longer here at Invereligh as well.
Yeah, it is
a bit of
quite
length
long.
about it.
So the ball, sorry Eric.
No, you're right. So the umpire's gone down as the free kick taken. There's a great mark to Blasio again. As now he's called to play on by the umpire. He didn't hear it. The umpire was too far away. But now the turnover has come to Invereligh as the handball comes out to Kelly. Kelly just jogs forward, touches the ball to the ground once. Now the long kick inside forward 50. Not a good kick to position, but two Invereligh players probably sport each other as the ball now cleared out. Gee, it's all North Geelong. Greed on his own, middle of the ground. Goes towards half forward, or Fitzsimmons. Almost the big mark over the pack, but coming in again was de Blasio slid in underneath there. Can't get the ball clear, and it will be a ball up about 60 metres from the goal face. 10-10, plays 11-11, North 7 points in front. Umpire puts the ball in the air between wing and half forward. Ball tapped forward by both ruckmen. Now it's Stacks on the mill again. It's be another ball up. It is 15 minutes gone in the final quarter. Dale, see if you can clear this pack.
Yeah, I think someone of these sides has got to dig deep for the next 5 minutes and provide a bit more run, and I think that could just about break the game open. But the ball back and thrown up by the umpire. It's picked up there, goes back to Trotter, feeds the handball to Brackley. Brackley runs around the boundary line. Umpire, unfortunately, the boundary line wins.
Six jump. They're really starting to struggle here in Invereligh.
So it is Hybens who gets the balls down, goes to Kelly again to Trotter. So that's a positive call. Hutchison tries to break the tackle, feeds the ball back inside, picked up there, and it goes back towards Trotter again. Again, hand to the front of the contest, picked up there. Kelly this time. Trotter goes back to Kelly. Kelly's looking for options, avoids the first tackle, goes by hand over the top, goes and gets the second one. So he does well, breaks it away, comes towards centre wing. To centre of the ground, runs towards centre half forward, kick goes in. Made it hard for the big fella Lewis. He sort of shepherds for Gerard. Hable slides in underneath the contest. Ball now at ground level. The big fellow reaches in, grabs it, goes back to Nelson, runs towards goal. Time to steady, lines up and kicks a goal. So game on once again. 11 goals.
Field with Shepherds as well.
So in the middle, down. Gee, it comes forward for Trotter. Trotter now for Invereligh. Long towards full forward. Lewis, can he get in front? Yes, he worked himself in front there. And took the chest mark. They were all very much Lewis conscious and forgot about the football. But Owen Lewis, can he make himself a hero here at the 17-minute mark of the final quarter? He's got the mark, and the mark's 35 metres out directly in front. A very difficult kick in the context of the game for 3 quarters. What can Owen Lewis do? Moves in. Probably kicks them here week after week at training. Not a bad looking kick. In fact, it's a magnificent kick through the middle.
His substitution doesn't really like to rotate off the bench, and that might also hurt North Geelong late in this game.
So Kelly there with a high tackle, and that was a fair call by the umpire.
In good
Kelly.
position that time.
Yes, he was. And Jace Kelly for Invereligh from the centre of the ground. Has the ball. Again, looking to put the ball in towards the centre half forward position. That's where he goes. Millard's going to be the target. Matheson from behind. Ball comes down. I think it was Nelson who had first hands of the ball. Still with Matheson, he's in there, picked up there by Booth, handballs back to Greed. Greed goes out, picked up there by McCarthy, goes out wider. Ball's come out now, so it's with Pittman, who comes out of defence, goes short, looking for Bryant, and Bryant slides in and takes the mark. He's also been good today, has Fletcher back inside, in space and by himself. Takes him on usually, that's what he's going to do. He's hot from behind, a great chase there. The ball goes down, but Higgleton read that perfectly and situated himself in front of the contest, takes the mark in front of de Blasio. So Higgleton just slowing things down now. Ball goes forward, Stone coming forward, takes the mark. Hybens is back on the wing, quick to play on. Ball goes in that direction and Hybens takes the mark. So this big fella has done well all day, done most of the ruck work against Swinnerton. He goes back inside, has Kelly by himself. Runners on the far side of the ground. That's where he goes. Needs to be a good kick, and it is. Mark is taken by Brackley from half back, goes in towards the half forward line. David Peel takes the mark. So Peel now outside 50. Has Purcell inside, decides to go long and wide when the big fella's back in the goal square. Gets first hands on the ball, comes out the front to Onturk, kicks back towards centre wing. Anderson slides in, he takes the mark. He's up, look out behind. He gets the kick going forward. Again, Kelly behind the ball now. Here's time to steady, goes wide, kicks not good. Running at the ball with Fitzsimmons, does well, creates an opportunity. Van Creeken swoops on it, picks the ball up, goes forward towards Harvey and de Blasio, and the ball goes over the boundary line.
20 minutes gone in the quarter, 5 minutes, 5 points in front, Invereligh. Tap comes to the front of the pack, Invereligh feed the handball out. Running back into trouble there was, couldn't pick him. 1 minute in the quarter. Big pack go up for the tap down. Picked up there at ground level. North Geelong can't clear it. Another big pack, and this is probably suiting Invereligh. Although if they can break it clear and go forward, they certainly need another score. Umpire now. It's on the 50-metre arc at half forward. Up high, Hybens. Lovely tap down. Not to advantage though, as the ball again under a pack of players. The umpires haven't given one of those all day, so it'd be a shock if they gave one now. As still on the 50-metre arc, half forward flank. Hybens up high, taps toward the boundary. North Geelong, they've roved it well. They read that pretty well. Back towards the full forward position. Elsie and Ling. Ball comes to Trotter. A nice controlled kick has found. That was doesn't matter. It's gone now to Purcell, who's still in the half-back flank, but they retain possession in Invereligh, and that's important. As he goes now down the flank, out wide, up high. Millard can't take the mark, but they're running it. Stone accepts a handball, kicks it along the boundary. He's done what he had to do. North Geelong players looking for deliberately out.
From home, but they'll want to lock it up.
So 22 minutes gone, final quarter. Ball tapped to the front of the pack. Trotter with his experience grabs the footy, handball to Stone. And the experienced players for the Invereligh side coming to the fore here. 11 North, 12-10 Invereligh at the 23-minute mark.
Ball goes to Trotter. Trotter feeds the ball forward. McCarthy flips it out, goes towards Kelly. He takes the mark. The ball bustles out of the contest, kicks towards the full forward line. Habel's out in front, meets the ball well, goes towards the boundary line, probably at the wrong end of the ground to do so in that vicinity, so still plenty of time for both sides. Ball comes down to the back of the contest. Running player goes towards McCarthy, picks the ball up, gets his foot on the ball. I think it's gone through. It has. It's a goal. It's a goal to Invereligh, waiting for the all clear. Back in the centre of the ground. Braceley up against Onturk. Hybens it is. Gets the ball going forward line. Instead, back door goes, kick around the corner. Trotter's in position. Has play. He's just thing now. In a wing. Has Stone short. Probably go towards the big fella, but he goes wide out towards Booth. Booth can't take the ball from Weiss, and the ball goes over the boundary. He'll be just about warming up, and the ball's now thrown back into play. Picked up there by Fitzsimmons. Van Creeken's there. Fitzsimmons goes back and gets his own ball. Handball's wide. Van Creeken slips. Now able to slip inside. Goes in looking for Fletcher. Fletcher takes a mark, and then bloke's off. Fletcher now kicks in long. Goes towards de Blasio. This is where he likes. I think the umpire's looking at the ball coming down the field rather than at the contest. But Hickleton, no, it's not. It's Brackley who results in the free kick. Went at the ball, so now the runner is Hickleton, comes out wide. Kelly and Hickleton both there. Kelly slips in, takes the mark. So Jace Kelly slows things down for a little while, then goes short. Picked up there by Purcell. So Purcell still back with the centre. Has Hickleton still running down the ground. Needs to be a good kick. It is. Purcell, so Swinnerton does real well, gets back and makes the contest. Handball goes over the top. Millard kicks the ball in towards half forward. Booth, best position, takes the mark. Can slow things down if he wants to and decides to do so. Lewis back in the goal square by himself. Loads up, goes long. Look out, here he comes, the big fella. Doesn't get the mark, hits ground level. Millard jumps in the ball. So does Swinnerton, feeds the ball out. Comes towards Hutchison. Hutchison steady, goes round the corner. Long kick out of defence, but McCarthy of Invereligh slides in, takes the mark. Plays on quickly, goes back into the middle. Has Purcell by himself. He plays on again. Long kick in. Goes back in the target. And Lewis is the target again. Gets to the back of the contest. Free kick. And it's going to go to Jared Bryant. So Jared Bryant from North Geelong. They need 2 quick passages forward, I would think. And Bryant from deep in defence has Jones wide. Needs runners. Habel's going to be the target. He goes towards that player. Doesn't take the mark. Players are falling over. Brebner picks the ball up. Goes over the top to Millard. Steps around the first one. Tries to get a kick away. Smother. Ball's picked up by Fitzsimmons. Goes back to Habel. Habel feeds the ball out. Now Fletcher runs on. And there's the siren.
All over.
So we must have only gone about 26, did we?
Almost 27 minutes, but it's all over here, and the final score shows Invereligh. They're keeping their finals hopes alive. 13-10-88 have defeated North Geelong. 11-11-76.